Hi there, I'm Katherine Gordon for sugarfreedom.com and for the 6-week Transformation Challenge. I want to thank everybody who voted in the latest Turbulence Training Transformation Contest. Gordon Studio client Jim Junette placed second and won $500 in the Men Over 40 category. Now, people enter the contest from all over the world. It's an internet contest. And we are actually, Gordon Studio, the #1 turbulence training transformation studio in the United States, actually in North America. And people sometimes ask, how is it that we keep having this kind of success coming from Little Tuolumne County here in California? And we understand here that eating, moving, mindset, and support is really the key to getting great results over time, and also the key to keeping those great results. So for those of you who are participating in the 6-week challenge, we're moving into the final week, and I'm going to share some important instructions for getting the results that you want in your after photos. First things first, have an eating plan for the next 9 days. We're following Sugar Freedom, and one of the tools for success in our eating strategy is the bonus meal. And the bonus meal is the one meal where you get to eat any of your desired favorite foods, so long as they're not trigger foods. And trigger foods are those foods that you can't eat in a standard serving. You know the old Lay's motto, which is you can't eat just one. Generally, if you're eating a serving of a food, say it's 2 cookies or 2 pancakes or it's 1 serving of pasta, if you can't stop when that serving is done, there's a possibility that you're being triggered by that food or that food is overstimulating your appetite. Now, I have decades of experience with being triggered by foods that contain sugar and grains. So if you find that you're coming up against foods that are just making you hungrier and making you want to eat more and more, these are trigger foods and you need to leave them out. So what you can do is select delicious foods that work well for you, and hopefully over the last 4 weeks, you've been discovering what most of those foods are. You're also following the Sugar Freedom Plan, which I have written for you, which includes foods that I, as a sugar addict, and also foods that my clients have been eating that seem to be working really, really well for getting nourished, satisfying appetite and releasing fat. So when will your next bonus meal be? Will you have it on the 23rd, the day after the challenge ends? Do you celebrate Christmas, and do you want your special meal on December 25th? Hanukkah begins on the 17th, and that could be your bonus day. Remember, the bonus meal comes once every 7 days. So what I have done is I've gotten out my calendar and I've planned when my bonus meals are going to be. I want to have my bonus meal on Christmas Eve with my family, and so I've counted back from then, and I'm going to have a bonus meal on the 16th. And I, along with you, am going to be doing some after pictures on December the 22nd. Now, this is important leading up to that photo session on the 22nd. I want to give you a sample day from that plan, and I'm going to read it out to you, but the good news is this is written down at sugarfreedom.com/blog. Remember the /blog, because otherwise you go to the presentation page for the Sugar Freedom Diet. This meal plan is all there at sugarfreedom.com/blog. So you could start breakfast with 2 eggs, poached, served over a bed of spinach, cooked in olive oil, and topped with salsa. And then for a snack, you can have celery sticks with organic salsa. No fruit for now. This is just in these last 3 days that are leading up to the photo shoot. What this is it's a fat-releasing and a water-flushing diet. We want you glowing and looking fantastic. So then at lunch, you could have 3 to 4 ounces of organic turkey breast with 2 cups of romaine lettuce, cucumber celery, olive oil and vinegar dressing, and then a cup of steamed broccoli. Let's talk, and then that broccoli could have a teaspoon of fat on it, it could have some coconut oil on it, some olive oil. We're not a low-fat diet. That being said, in these last 3 days, we're not going overboard with the fat. You might want to measure it instead of just doing a free pour for these last 3 days of the challenge. Another thing on that cup of steamed broccoli, one of the things that I encourage people to do is weigh 8 ounces of whatever your serving of vegetables are, because 8 ounces is equivalent to a cup, especially for above ground vegetables for us, and see just how abundant that is. If you're roasting your vegetables with coconut oil, maybe some turmeric and some sea salt, maybe you use curry flavors, these wonderful vegetables are going to be very satisfying. They're a little bit richer. adding the healthy fats, and they're absolutely a wonderful way to eat and not feel like you're going hungry. You should not be going hungry on this diet. If you feel like you're hungry, eat more vegetables. And actually, you can go ahead and eat more protein as well and eat more fat. But what I have found is that if you get in plenty of above ground vegetables, your salads, your broccoli, your asparagus, mushrooms, you're going to do really well. And then for dinner, you can have 3 to 4 ounces of broiled salmon, a cup of steamed asparagus. Cover your plate with the asparagus if you want, with lemon, a cup of sliced mushrooms cooked in olive oil or coconut oil and seasoned as you wish. Another snack could be 1 to 2 more ounces of turkey, more celery and salsa if you're hungry for a snack. Now you're going to notice that unlike on Sugar Freedom, I've pulled out the fruit and I've pulled out the nuts and I've pulled out the cheese as well. Understand that this particular meal plan, this is really for the 3 days leading up to your photos, really leaning out, looking great, looking your best. Eat more vegetables if you get hungry. I know it's simple, could get a little bit boring, but hey, your bonus meal is coming. So I designed this plan for its simplicity and its bloat releasing effect. And if you own the Sugar Freedom program, this is actually day 1 of Sugar Freedom XP. Continue to drink your tonic each morning. Do your 3-minute wake-up call and perform 3 TT home workout revolution training sessions per week. Now, the recipe for the tonic is also going to be at sugarfreedom.com/blog, but here it is again. 16 ounces of water, the juice of half a lemon, 1 tablespoon of Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and if you want, you can add in some liquid stevia to cut the sourness. If that's too strong, a little less vinegar and lemon, and you can work up to the full amount. And you really do need to drink a minimum of 64 ounces of pure water every day. So the result, you should expect glowing skin, a noticeably smaller waistline on picture day. And whether or not you're in the challenge, please, if you have any questions or concerns about Sugar Freedom, or just you've hit a plateau and you want to know what to do, email me, Catherine@sugarfreedom.com, and I look forward to seeing you at the end of this challenge and in the next challenge if you're ready to join. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.